And we're back with some more D&D, guys. I think this is probably one of the earliest we've ever started. 908.
I beg to differ.
I said one of.
I think we
Okay,
once
fair.
actually started on time, which was weird.
Yeah, I know. It's like sometimes we do that. There. So, what would you guys? Who would like to do the recap? That's what the words I was looking for.
Denoc can try if no one else needs
Go
it.
for it. Go for it.
So last time we played, it was a whole bunch of info dump and roleplay. We were talking to the innkeeper, trying to make sure stories are straight, trying to get info on Valenar, or excuse me, Vale, as you're going by.
Yep.
But yeah, Valinar's parents, Valinar's, who all's being executed, the route, all from this guy in a town for us, about a day away. Again, that's not that's a party of seasoned adventurers who can go pretty darn quick. About a day's away. When we left, we came across the little brother of the group of bandits. Black something?
Blackguard.
Blackguard, yes, thank you. Yeah, the little brother of the Blackguard, and we just murked all of them. I'm pretty sure Tim pasted somebody.
I just remember Valinar dusted someone.
Yeah.
That was funny.
What was it? Level 5? Infliction?
I think so. Yeah, I did like 50 some damage.
That was nuts. Yeah. Then we made it to the town where the execution is supposed to take place. Don't remember name.
Shame.
Cotalus.
Catullus.
I'm gonna say that wrong like every time.
I know.
Even though it's your own town?
Technically, he's from Vagrant.
Yeah.
But it's his island.
He didn't name all of them.
No, I only gave him like one city, I think.
Oh, okay, it's the DM's fault. Gotcha.
As it always is.
It's probably payback for all the times we came up with names that he couldn't pronounce.
I think I'm
There we go, that's what I was
gonna
looking for.
start every time you guys say something bad about me. I think I'm gonna start adding 10 hit points to the next villain we fight.
Look,
Perfect.
I'm just messing with you guys.
and we're just messing with you, yeah.
I know. It's
Love
all-
ya.
Exactly. It's all in good fun and love.
Anyways,
For the moment.
so we got to an inn, was talking to the rather harried barkeep.
Oh crap.
Uh-oh.
Keep going. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah. To the rather busy woman trying to serve everyone on a busy night. Got info from her more about the actual route taking place. More info on who's on the chopping board. And once we were done with that conversation, we went upstairs to the bedroom. We all went to one room first to try and plan out what, basic idea of what we're going to do. And then Denoc was wondering, hey, since Valinar can't connect to his friend or his mentor, could a spell or some kind of holy something or other similar to a spell Denoc has, Private Sanctum. Could that be up over them? And if it's over them, could it also be over the entire town? So Denoc asked Valinar if he could scry directly over the inn to see if there was in some way, shape, or form, something to prevent divination magic over the town. Little did we know, and little did the DM suspect that we were going to do this. We caught sight of someone on top of the roof. Then when he stopped, like, pretty much over our window, we decided to confront him, and Denoc opened the window and said something to the lines of,
Get
can
over
either
here.
you can either come in and we can have a peaceful conversation, or we can drag you in, kicking and screaming. Your choice. And then the guy appeared behind, basically, damn near, it's nothing personal, kidded, Denoc.
Also, quick note: Valinar did use Ethereal and Seps the Knight to go up and watch,
Right.
keep an eye on the guy.
And he jumped off the roof, disappeared from everyone's view, and reappeared behind Enoch. With a knife to Enoch's throat.
Also, assuming everybody's in the same room, other than Valinar
Who's-
and Tim, who are both on the roof.
Yep.
The moment he is allowed to move, Tim is ghosting downstairs.
Yeah, I also just remembered that I don't have a current icon, which is fine. We'll make
+1 to party inspiration.
if that's what you want to do, then yes.
Denoc has inspiration.
Go ahead and add it to the pool. Try to do something real quick. You guys don't really know at the moment, so we're going to use token. I do need just a moment, as I am technically adjusting a small map for you.
Yay.
It'll do. Layer. Here. Oh, that's not the right button. There we go. You may have to zoom in a bit because it's a small room. As we kind of dive.
This room's too small. I don't like it. Okay.
Technically,
We're good.
This is a large room. So you can faintly hear the noise of the tavern below you guys. Volume of the tavern. But I might just change this. I might just drop that music and go with this one for a bit. So, before I get too far, I want to point out a couple of things. Ruler. So obviously you guys know you. Obviously you can tell the beds. Window is right here between Denoc and the void.
Okay.
Okay?
Door.
Door is right there.
Window.
And
Window.
that is just like a chest, like a like a casual storage bin that you would put stuff in as adventurers or travelers. Everything else is kind of self-explanatory in terms of table, shelf, light, and otherwise.
Honestly, I don't see anything there, so
Well,
unless we're blind.
there you have it. And as you guys kind of come back into this moment, this blade held to kind of Denoc's throat. For the purposes of argument here, I'm going to say you're grappled, Denoc, just because if you move forward, you're going to impale yourself on a knife.
Okay, here's the question though. Okay, this is. I'm not arguing against it. I'm just postulating this.
Mhm.
Is he holding it tight enough to actually be
Yes.
near puncturing?
Oh, absolutely. You
Okay.
You can even notice that the way that he's got this drawn and kind of pulled on you, you can actually tell that he is angling it so that it would be going like instead of with your scales against, meaning that it would be even more likely to like kind of puncture you as your scales do provide a little bit of natural armor based off of their design, but he apparently appears to be pretty skilled at whatever it is he does. And he had asked, or he had said, I believe it's time for a chat. Does anybody wish to say anything first?
First of all, who the hell are you?
Irrelevant.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure it's extremely relevant considering you have one of my friends held up at knife point.
Question: is Tim able to have action?
I'll give him an action here in just a moment.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot to kind of describe this figure now that you guys can actually see him. Even though it is in a dark room here, you guys do see that this individual is basically dressed head to toe in like a black garb. He has a black kind of hood pulled up over his head and like a mask pulled up over his nose, just revealing like his eyes basically are kind of like the only thing that you can really see in this dark room as the is like the glint of his eyes that the candle in the room just ever faintly glints off of from time to time.
So he's basically the rogue's rogue.
Yes, in a way, yes. Um, um, he says he kind of responds to you because you said about holding an ally hostage. He kind of just he doesn't really blink or anything. He kind of just holds your gaze for a moment and just kind of says, "My name is irrelevant to the fact that I'm holding your friend hostage. You are the ones that invited me in. You are the ones that outnumber me." And he like blinks for a moment, 5-1, and looks around the room a minute. Doesn't see anything.
1, 2, 3, 4.
potentially
Doesn't know how to count, does he?
even he presses the knife against you a little bit, Denock, but not enough to like cause pain. It's just like a little bit of uncomfort, if you know what I mean by that.
Mm-hmm.
A 6th one. So yes, holding a hostage it might be necessary to my survival. Although I'm not stupid enough to stick around and get back. What is your business here? And now, Denock, you can have
Okay. I want Tim to materialize his hand around this guy's hand.
Okay. Give me one moment. I gotta find.
Not enough to actually squeeze, but just enough to be like, hey, you're not moving your hand any closer inward.
So here's going to be the problem. Tim is huge.
Oh.
Yeah. He's reaching in through the window.
Oh, you're gonna have him reach in through the window? Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You didn't expect that, did ya?
No, that's absolutely fine. And you had opened the window previously, correct?
Yeah.
No, you're fine. I'm just making sure, because otherwise Tim takes damage. I don't think it would technically be enough to outdo his regeneration, but meh.
Semantics. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, I get you. But no, yeah, he's literally materializing his hand around this guy's hand / forearm. You know, how big is Tim's hand versus this guy? Just enough to prevent the guy from pushing the knife in.
Yeah, no worries.
And considering 27 strength.
Sorry, I'm just rereading some of the abilities and stuff. Okay.
And,
Now that he seems to be restrained himself, Katya is going to continue.
Quick note for Valinar. He's still going to be ethereal, but he's going to be right here.
Okay. Where are you?
I'm still going to be where I am.
Thanks.
There we go.
I'm also just putting a green dot on you so that we have, so that I know, but so that people can see where you are.
Okay.
Too bad you can't make his token like slightly opaque. Because that could fit.
That'd be cool.
I don't know if I can do that or not.
Anyways, Katya continues. After seeing Tim reach through and grab this guy's arm, she's going to say, holding a hostage does you no good if you can't do anything with the hostage. So, if you value your arm, I would suggest you answer the questions that you are asked. Who are you? Why are you here? And who do you work for?
You watch as he pulls the blade away from Denock's throat. You are no longer grappled. And all of you would watch him turn into smoke and vanish from sight.
Okay, question. Does he go to the ethereal plane because...
Nope.
Tim, okay, just making sure.
Because he immediately appears behind you, Katya, sitting on the chest there, and puts kind of a blade again, kind of up against your throat. This time, however, it's a short sword. And it's kind of pulled. It's just kind of pulled up against his throat, or against your throat, and he kind of just goes, "Don't make threats in an environment that you don't always control." I just want to know what your business is here.
Okay, just to say, Tim's just going to dematerialize now.
Yeah, no worries.
Just so there's not a giant, skeleton ghosts in the middle of an alleyway.
Yeah, easy enough.
My, how the tables have turned.
Question. Having been right next to him, could I have been able to tell what he did?
It looked like he just stepped into the wall behind him.
Okay.
And as he did so, his body just turned to shadow and smoke. And he
Okay.
over. Kind of, it's a little similar to how Katya has casted Misty Step in the past.
Yep.
But not exactly the same. There was no spell shenanigans or anything. It was just he acted like he was going to take a step, and he all of a sudden was beside Katya.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to try and do something in reaction to having a blade to my throat.
What are you attempting to do? Because depending on what you do depends on what he does.
I want to reach up to the blade that he's got at my throat, grab it with my bare hand, and then channel Shocking Grasp through it.
Okay. What components of what components does that spell require?
Verbal and somatic.
The moment you would start chanting, he would press the blade into your throat to attempt to stop you, and if you don't, he will slash as if slashing your throat. Like he pulls hard enough to draw blood on your throat, but not like deal damage. And if you hesitate, if you stop what you're doing, he won't pull any harder, but he'll.
And that's where I'm a little confused because the spell does say instantaneous.
So the way that it is, it takes 6 seconds, regardless of what it is. And even though it's an instantaneous,
And then immediately it happens. Okay.
Yes, even though it's an instantaneous effect, it is.
I see.
It takes an action to cast, which is 6 seconds. And for him, he is at this point. You realize he is effectively holding his reaction to basically plunge this blade into your throat if he feels threatened in any way.
Okay, well, the moment the grip tightens, I will stop.
And that's why Deanoch didn't cast any spells. He's like, this guy's probably going to be good enough and quick enough to just...
He will then kind of say again to the room, "Where's the other one? I see one of the two, but you're still missing one. Where is she?"
I assume he's talking about Vale.
Yeah, pretty much.
Probably.
Okay.
Deanoch is literally going to walk over to this bed and just sit down on it.
Yeah. As you walk, he makes no movement to make you stop or anything like that.
No, that all depends on what you want with her.
I don't want anything with her. I want to know where she is. No threat. Just don't want anyone alerting the church to my movement.
Oh, you're against the church!
Oh.
Sorry, I'm just moving Valnard where he would be.
Hey, no worries. He says,
and I'm just double checking with you real quick. Etherealness is not a concentration?
You tell me, Chief. I don't have that spell pulled up.
Yeah, I'm looking at it, and it's not saying it's concentration. It doesn't have the symbol, which surprises me.
Then I guess it's not.
So,
I don't think so.
Like, post it in chat.
Nope.
um,
I looked it up. Ethereal, a
Yeah.
7th level spell, duration 8 hours, no concentration.
Dang.
Or until you drop it, right?
Yes. And he can,
Okay.
I mean, he
Yeah.
can move in between the planes basically as an action. I think it's an action.
yeah, I just don't remember if I can go back into it if I leave it. I don't think I can. But if he basically said something about being against the church, I'm just gonna pop back into existence right there. As Vale.
Okay. So I have to ask. Did you cast any concentration spells the last time we played other than your disguise spell?
Oh God, give me 1 sec. Gotta.
I know
He
cast sending, which is not concentration.
Yes.
He's attempted
Scrying is
the
concentration.
scrying.
Okay, scrying is concentration. You scryed on this individual.
Well, not on him, but
Well, no,
yeah.
But technically, you were using scrying, and then you went into ethereal.
Yes.
I'm going to assume, because of how quickly those actions happened, that you would not have re-upped the disguise of Veil, and unless you feel otherwise, then I will allow it.
I probably would have.
He could have.
I would have done it in ethereal right before I.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, all right. I'm cool with that. I'm perfectly fine with
Okay.
that. I just wanted to.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you.
I actually completely forgot about the concentration thing.
There's also visibility previously.
There's nowhere, nothing in the spell that says you can't cast spells. That
Yeah, you just can't do it. Affect things outside of the ethereal plane.
Okay. That's completely fine. I just wanted to kind of verify. And as you appear, you watch as his eyes dart over to you in a flash, and you can see muscles kind of tensing and ready to react. But the moment he realizes it's you, he kind of just goes, there she is.
By the way, I do want to insight, when he says he doesn't want us to alert the church, does he mean, like,
I mean, you can insight him.
For what it's worth.
Or at least
Okay, dirty 20. It's insight to see if he actually means, like, he might be against the church.
An uncommon insight check for Denock.
You said you rolled a what?
19 on the dice for a dirty 20.
Okay, well, he rolled a 4, so that's a dirty 20.
What? Technically, in this case, I think Denock would technically be the aggressor.
He would be. I think. I think I would agree with that.
But holy shit.
Guy's got a really good either deception or just charisma.
Me staring at the character sheet and laughing. So what he means is how do I say this? He appears to be telling the truth.
And we can take from that for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Close enough, I guess.
Once again, what is your purpose being?
Vale, stage is yours.
Yes. So we can essentially kind of take him at his word.
About what we're gonna get.
You can certainly try.
Yeah.
You also don't know if other stats are different. That particular roll was
really good.
Well, he had
one of his best stats. Sorry. Okay. Head. All right.
Please say something, Vale. I don't want to die tonight.
Again.
Please stop dying.
So I gotta be good at something, and that seems to be it.
Valinar is gonna mind link with Denox since Kadi is kind of in a precarious situation.
Sure.
And just kind of tell Denox, ask him what he knows about the ones being executed tomorrow.
All right then. What do you know about the ones being executed tomorrow? Suppose your answer will determine how much we tell you. Yes, you have a knife to her throat, but if you were to plunge it, you would not survive yourself. Not only do we have a marksman of impeccable aim, we have a person whose own supernaturalness is only surpassed by his edginess.
Nah.
And we have a fucking giant ghost that can smoosh. By the way, his mace is literally right above you, ready to rematerialize and come down on your head.
And who's the edgy one?
Totally me.
And Vale actually facepalms.
If there's anybody here who's walking the knife's edge, I think it's me right now.
I've seen some of your abilities. I'm also very confident in my ability to maneuver, let's say. However, let's say I'm with a group that values the two individuals on the chopping block tomorrow.
All right, heavy insight on that one.
Yep, I agree with that.
Okay, that's more in line with Denoch. 10.
That was a 25.
Let me grab die. Set it off to the side like a fool. Oh, that's a better roll on the die. So he gains. To the best of your knowledge, he is telling the truth. Valinar, you pick up a hint. Just a hint. That's only for a moment of desperation.
He wants to save them.
Was that said to Denoch through the link, or is that just...
Valinar will say to Denoch through the link, I'm pretty sure he might want to save them.
Well, then it seems we're all on the same side. Because we're here to bust them out.
All of y'all make or I guess you at the very least make a persuasion check. Then.
Can I start a room and make an intimidation check?
Why would you want an intimidation check out of curiosity?
Bruh!
I'm joking. They're the same stat for me. So
Okay, do I want to burn an inspiration just for a higher roll?
That's up to you.
Give me a second to decide before you say anything.
I don't think I have any way, shape, or form in power of this persuasion.
Because I'm way more intimidating than I am persuasive. That's why I was looking at Austin's sheet.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna burn.
My timer's going off upstairs. I need to step away for just a moment. You guys talk to the chat or whatever.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to D&D Beyond.
Specifically
okay.
to Mundus. Anyways, at least that's better. That's a better roll.
There's no such thing as a better roll.
This is a better roll. As a side note, Valor, I thought about doing something very stupid.
Mind linking to him?
No, just dropping his disguise.
Be like, Obi-Wan Kenobi in episode 3. Hello there. Also, does anybody else eat honey mustard with their mashed potatoes?
How long have I been muted? How did I get muted?
No idea.
No wonder everybody's been interrupting me. God, I feel like a dick. Okay. So, over the course of the past few minutes, I have asked if I could assist Dinoc. I have said that I should probably do the talking, and then I tried to explain what I was going to say, and everybody's just ignoring me because I'm muted. I'm not even sure how I got muted because I didn't touch the damn thing.
Wop, wop, wah, 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 wah.
Okay.
Wah, wah.
Tim did it.
I gotta be. Tim's like, you're not allowed to talk. I would like to explain to this guy that if he kills me, any chance of rescuing those individuals goes out the window because I'm the only one who's capable of doing so.
Okay, do you say that before Dinoc says, I guess we're all on the same side?
Well, the problem I had a decent insight, but it wasn't like Valinar's insights, and even he barely got it. So,
but here's the thing.
Going off of what he said, though, if I'm to believe what he said at face value, then I would definitely respond with that. It's like, if you want to save those two, then you would do well not to kill the one person who has the power to do so.
Then can we backtrack and say Dinoc doesn't say that?
So he wants to say that just before you say we're all on the same side?
Yes.
Yeah, we can do that.
Because I'm trying to persuade this guy with my high charisma.
Are you trying to persuade or intimidate? You're writing that line.
I'm not trying to threaten the guy, but I'm trying to give him a reason not to kill me. So, in the calmest tone of voice that Katya can do, without sounding like a wimp, she's pretty much pleading for her life by, please don't kill me because otherwise nobody's going to get saved tomorrow.
I'll allow you a persuasion check.
Thank you. Oh, God bless America. I will burn my inspiration because I can do better.
Ready then.
That's not a good persuasion. That's
How about that?
much better.
Okay.
That's a 19.
He's going to look all of you up and down in a deep, deep, deep way. Valinor, what is your spell save DC?
Oh, okay. 19.
Cool.
Mine's 20, by the way, if you need that.
Nope, just his.
Okay.
You will see him kind of look you guys all up and down. He is reading you guys like a fucking book. These are eyes of an individual who has not trusted people in a very, very long time. You watch as he kind of goes, okay, we can have a conversation. But first, you'll watch as he slowly drags another short sword from a sheath and points it at Vale and says, you need to drop your illusion.
Oh.
Oh, that's great.
I had to ask for his passive investigation. How hard it is.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out why that was. I didn't think I cast anything on him. All right.
One moment. Deanoch will say, one moment then. Come over
Fucking
here,
church site.
close the window, and draw the blind.
Yeah, you do so.
Alright, Vale.
All right.
Katya lets out a deep sigh as she can finally breathe normal again.
No, that's still up against your throat pretty tightly.
Oh.
He has two.
Oh, okay.
But
No, you're fine.
Valor just audibly goes, all right, fine, and drops it.
You guys watch as the eyes go wide and the short sword fall to the ground, clattering. Valinor?
Oh.
Yes?
How? And you watch as he reaches up and grabs the piece of cloth covering up his mouth and nose and pulls it down. And you see Haru.
Spelled
Where
Haru?
the fuck have you been?
That's spelled Haru?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like speechless at the moment.
You know, I've been really asking you the same question, Haru.
Okay.
Let's see where we've been. There's been the first island we all showed up, my island, the surface, back
Your
to my
island again.
the surface, then here.
That other continent on the surface.
Yeah.
Somewhere beneath the ocean, too.
It's been a hell of a journey.
He kind of just, I've been here. I've been.
Well, I've tried contacting you. Didn't get a response. She didn't know what happened to you.
I had to cut ties.
How far cut ties? I tried to use sending to magically find you.
Whoa. He kind of laughs and he. Hold on, my notes somewhere. There it is. He holds up his hand and gestures to a ring on his hand, and he kind of just goes, "I've had some help avoiding detection from divination and other like spells. The church, after all, is very well versed in a lot of those.
Oh, that's clever.
Unfortunately, part of the ability prevents things like telepathic communication as well. At least from spells. There's a few situations in which I can still communicate telepathically with others, but I've been.
Hold on. Valinor, try yours.
Yeah, I'll just quickly try mind linking with him.
Yeah.
Going, well, does this work?
Indeed, it does. He says, kind of like cocking his head and tilting, like surprised.
Okay, well that still works.
So at the very least, we have a way to coordinate any plans.
So I guess we could stop labeling you as the bad, huh?
This is true. But
Looking at the screen.
this is true. But your god doesn't have an appropriate token.
Damn, nice in character. I like it.
I really haven't been able to find anything that would even remotely work for this guy that I can technically use. Not easily anyway. So
I mean, this guy is pretty much a stealthy assassin rogue, so just get D&D rogue
but
on an AI generator.
I need to color up the. I have an idea. Anyway, you guys. So now what? He kind of turns and he got.
So
I will say he does pick up his short sword, his weapon, because he is not
Recovered.
like he picks them up and puts them back. But he does this because he is not a fool. Like he isn't going to leave himself unarmed, even if he is within the presence of people that he might trust.
Fair enough. Well, that's certainly a relief, knowing that at least we're all on the same side here. And nobody has to get hurt.
Right.
Again for you.
You know, Haru, does the church use those same kind of rings for prisoners?
I wish. They actually use something worse.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm. The church have, I don't know if they've had it for forever or if it's new or what, but they have manacles that prohibit, I want to say, all magic.
I see.
I'm not sure on all of the details, but it has been.
Sealstone, right?
I'm sorry?
Sealstone?
Sealstone?
Yep. No? No one? Okay.
I'm blanking on what that's from, but okay.
All
Tale.
I hear is sea stone from One Piece. That's all I'm hearing.
No. Sealstone. Sealstone. It's a type of it's a type of anti-magic sort of thing that they use in Fairy Tale for their prisoners.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, God, it's been a minute since I've watched Fairy Tale.
Yeah.
I'm almost done with the series.
It's so good.
Almost.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyways.
But if that helps your imagination, sure.
Wait, actually, they used something very similar on us when we were taken prisoner that one time on Isserus.
One.
On Isserus. when we were taken prisoner on Isserus, way back at the beginning.
Was this when we killed those guards masquerading as bandits?
Yes, and we got in trouble for it. We were taken prisoner, and we were essentially sealed with manacles that prevented magic use. Seems it's not just local to that one island.
Well, as far as I can tell, these the individual in the capacity that it prevents effectively magic from working on them, period.
Even,
It's
let's say, killing magic.
I don't know. I don't know why they would kill a prisoner, especially one that they're trying to make an example out of, but I would imagine yes. But
I do wonder if there's a way to utilize them to, say, if you got an individual who has a messed up weave, might be able to use them to kind of undo that.
you're
Katya?
talking about an area of not my expertise.
Yeah. This is something I would say. Katya, that's the crazy talking.
It's starting to get kind of late. My crazy's coming out.
We don't know if that would... Oh, there we go. We don't know how that would react. Your weave could get even more fucked up.
It's kind of late now, after having taken a... Very nice. After having taken a bath in pure magic.
You don't know that. You don't remember that.
I'm hoping.
Oh, fair enough.
That's wishful
fair.
thinking.
That's fair.
Is there...
So, anyways, who's this group you're with?
Oh, I'm sorry. Currently, I am leading or helming the devote.
Ah, okay. We had just heard about them recently. Wasn't it literally downstairs earlier?
I believe so, actually. Also, I have some concerns about your group.
There are concerns about everything, everywhere.
Yes, but more
Shoot.
particularly your fortress. Are you confident in individuals on board to defend themselves, etc., etc.?
I mean,
Why do you ask?
They held out on the surface for quite a while.
Well, yeah, that is true.
True, but I'm a little worried. Valinar, things have been changed a little bit. The Arid Peaks have become a training.
Oh well, that's great.
Alright, trying to find a place on where. Llama has been sending soldiers here to kind of increase their stamina and durability. The rough terrain kind of helps with that. Nothing of the elite kind. They're more like new recruits, but they're still members of the church. I don't know if they saw your flying fortress, but we saw it. But we also have some really good sentries.
Valinar, do you have enough magic to contact the
yeah.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
I forgot how I built
this. Sec.
If you do, one...
Yes. I can upcast sending to tell them, hey, keep an eye out and move the fortress if you need to.
Well, in fact, I would actually say move it now.
Yeah, actually.
Sure we don't...
it's not going to matter where it's at come tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, just take off and
leave us here. We'll get out somehow, some way.
Yeah.
We'll contact them when we need them to come pick us up.
Yeah.
Okay. you will get a response of, if we're not getting you until tomorrow, we either need to be very high in the air or under the island. Which would you prefer?
Under.
I was going to
Definitely
say in
under.
the air.
Oh wait, I'm
Because
not
of the
hearing the
chains.
Yeah.
Because then someone could just go down to the chains and then drop down onto the fortress. So I would
Um,
say,
Did you get information about where they think? And this is just because I don't remember. Did you get information
my
about
notes.
where the DeVoes are located?
I don't think so.
Okay, then that's not knowledge you would have information. So continue as you were before I said it.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say, before sending, I would say I would probably vote for in the air. To have them just stay up in the air for now. High up.
And the descent is typically quicker than ascension.
For the Laputa, either or.
Yeah.
That's quick enough. We got
Yeah,
across, what? The ocean in less than a week?
Yeah. 4 or 5 days. We were trying to make it on time to stop the execution.
And that's with a detour.
And while
I think Haro is
Yeah.
going to just give another insight to your entire group here. I'm going to give an advantage here because you guys are freaking just telling him everything. I mean,
Yeah, well, this...
Okay, that's a 17 on the die. That means he rolled a...
Two.
Insight? Okay. I have the number. Would you like to know the total number?
Tell us.
sure.
His total insight number was a 32.
Bruh!
Perfect.
Oh, do you want to know what his
His stealth?
you don't want to know his stealth.
Is it...
I didn't bother rolling it because his lowest possible score is higher than everyone's passive perception.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
So the fact that we discovered him was by sheer coincidence.
The only reason why you discovered him is because he wasn't invisible. He was literally looking down at looking down at your building, and you happened to notice him. Otherwise, this entire encounter would have never have happened.
Complete accident. It's like, well, shit.
So we literally prevented us and his group from butting heads.
Even though we're on the same side.
If I do this right, if I did this right, I'm pretty sure this individual's lowest possible stealth roll most of the time is a 35.
God.
All the time, minimum of 20. Most of the time, 30.
What level is this guy?
You don't know. There's a fighter ability for that, so anyway.
Alrighty then.
So yeah. Anything
And we
else?
did get. Well, we did. I would like to share that we did get some insight about how the church was worried about the possibility of the DeVoes interfering with their execution. So they are definitely prepared for that, but they are not prepared for our group here. They don't know we're here.
Yes, but on the other hand, though, our plan is shot because of those manacles.
Yeah, that's probably going to prevent dimensional teleportation.
Oh, right. That is a good point. I can't teleport anybody if teleport won't work on them.
No, if you can
Unless
get,
we can.
if you guys can get close and dispel, if we can get people close enough to dispel the magic on the manacles and time it perfectly, you can teleport them in that moment. But it's going to be tight. That window is going to be so small, and nobody can mess up.
How
No
strong
magic.
is the enchantment on those manacles?
I'm going to give him a history check. Oh, that's not bad.
Well, Dispel Magic has a range of 120 feet. And we were originally going to use Dispel Magic to get rid of the possibility of a private sanctum. However, if they have these manacles, they probably won't have something like that up, thinking, nobody's going to try anything. So, really, we just need to reorganize the plan. And Valinar, you can Dispel Magic, correct?
Yeah.
So then you Dispel the magic.
That's kind of why I'm asking how strong the
Yeah.
enchantment is. I
Yeah,
wonder if I can just dispel all of it.
if you can Dispel the magic, then I can still get us in close and teleport them out before they know what happened.
So, her, so from what our sorcerer, I suppose, tells us, the enchantment is pretty high level. He would classify it as an artifact level item, and there are 2 of them. Not really sure where they come from. He thinks that there's some history about us having had these for thousands of years, and that they are old relics of the ancient war, but not really sure. The problem that you will run into the most is, even though it's technically 1 enchantment, it's 2 different items. So each item is enchanted with 1 different thing. You need 2 different dispel magic instances, and he is not. Yeah, never mind. He rolled a 20. He is, or natural 20. He is pretty confident that even dispelling the magic will only last temporarily. He thinks that it might buy you maybe 6 seconds, maybe a little more, but it's not long. It's not a large one.
6 seconds is how long it takes me to Misty Step, and then I have to cast Teleport on top of that. That's not enough time.
Would it be enough to disrupt the magic on the manacles in order for them to be destroyed by outside force?
If the magic was dispelled and then something were to attack it or cause that item to break in that moment of there being no magic, I would assume so. Again, not the area of the arcane is not my forte. My forte is scouting.
Then in that case, Katya, how many can you Misty Step with?
I can bring 1 other person.
Not with Misty Step.
Oh wait, Misty Step. Oh yeah, sorry, I was thinking Dungeon Door. Misty Step is just myself. It still takes about 6 seconds to use it, so the moment I go to leave, somebody would have to dispel them. Right about the time that I'm arriving at the destination, so I could teleport.
I mean, dispel magic, I might be able to just target the effect overall in that area.
I was
But I
thinking.
don't know if that would.
Haru had stated that that's not how that enchantment would probably work.
Okay. I know he said it was two separate items, but I was just talking about the effect itself.
I mean,
Right, but
I
in
would-
this situation, because they're items.
No,
you
I
have to
get
dispel
it.
Magic on the item itself.
Yeah.
I mean, I could dispel the magic myself, but somebody has to be able to teleport them, and if I'm busy dispelling them, I can't do both. It's not enough time.
Well,
Unless
what I'm
we're
thinking
able,
is,
unless we are
yeah,
able
let me
to.
Technically,
finish-
I could.
Let me finish my goddamn thought.
Okay.
No.
Tim. The magic is dispelled. Tim breaks the manacles.
I'm assuming
Mm.
Tim is the ethereal ghost man.
Yes.
Ghost giant, but yes.
Well, he was a man before.
Thematic. He felt like he had a very strong grip. It's possible.
I don't know if you have any better choices. And even though, did he say it was 2 parts per manacle or just 2 manacles?
Just 2 mana.
Okay.
So it sound okay. Just to make sure this is said, so that we all understand, it is 2 separate items with the exact same spell on each.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
One set of manacles per prisoner.
And this is above game, just to make sure. You know, this is Matt. This is Rom saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. I just I wasn't sure. Yeah, no, that should be true.
Okay. So it sounded like about the time I began casting Misty Step to get up there, Tim already has to be in position. Val and I will be dispelling the magic on one set. No. I'm sorry. Valinar and I can both cast Dispel Magic, so we'll dispel them both, and Tim can crush them both. And probably hold off any guards. Probably hold off any guards in the meantime, so I can finish the teleportation afterward.
With how short of a time it is, though, it might be best if we do it sequentially and not at the same time. That way, Tim has time to move from one set to the other.
I was just gonna say, can your ghost giant attack many times, just a couple times, and if so, does he have the strength to destroy them in one swing?
Don't think we have enough information to know that one.
Also, we're talking like they're not going to be trying to stop us while all this is going on.
Well, yeah. It was a lot simpler before when it was hurry up, get up there, and get out.
Also, how many people have the ability to see what is unseen? Is it just Palama, or rather, as Valinar says, the bitch? Or are there multiple scryers, shall we say?
There's a potential wild card. Yes. I am unfamiliar with her. She kind of just appeared one day. She appears to be some form of a caster. Every time we seem to get close, though, she kind of just vanishes. And
Oh, that's comforting.
she's also very, very, very uncomfortably close to Alama.
Question: has anyone seen the color of this lady's eyes? Are they, for instance, blood red?
Wouldn't say that they're not that color.
I have another idea. I just so happened upon the knowledge of a spell known as Wall of Force that could potentially be cast around the area that we are trying to control. And then we would have, it would buy us some time to be able to work on the inside of this dome of force where nothing will be able to really stop us.
So long as no one on their side has dispel magic.
Oh, no, that's the best part. It cannot be dispelled by dispel magic. It is also immune to damage.
Huh.
Nothing can physically pass through the wall.
This is a spell that you have access to.
Indeed. I unfortunately also know that Disintegrate can destroy it instantly. But how many people know Disintegrate?
Looks at
I actually don't know enough about Disintegrate. I just know that Wall of Force is immune to everything but that power.
You may have to remind me because I don't remember. There does Wall of Force prevent teleportation? I don't think it does, but I can't remember if people can teleport through it or not.
If it doesn't say anything about it, assume
It says nothing can physically pass through the wall. It doesn't say it blocks teleportation.
Then it's fine. I just wanted to kind of be for sure on that because I wasn't 100% sure.
Hemispherical dome or sphere with a radius of up to 10 feet.
Ooh. That's not much time. Or that's not much.
Not much room
well,
at all.
Yeah,
20 feet is a lot of room, especially when we're talking about fitting just a few of us in there. It doesn't say that magic can't pass through.
Well, you gotta remember Tim.
Tim's big, but he's not that big.
Doesn't Tim take up like most of the room we're in right now?
Tim will take up that.
And this room is... Let me do some quick calculations here.
There.
Okay, so he'd take up about roughly half the space. Because this room is about that size. Yeah. It would cover enough space to essentially be the size of this room. So, if it's just going to be me, Tim, and the prisoners in that space...
Depends on how far away they are. How
True.
close they stand together, too.
I imagine they're not going to be too far apart. I believe the church is wily. I don't believe that they've planned for literally everything. Because, again, they're not expecting us. They're expecting the DeVoes.
By the way, what forces are the DeVoe going to bring?
We have a number of agents that are good at blending in with crowds. Our original plan was to observe first and foremost their security and a hit and run. We have means of creating
A diversion?
Yes, that's a word for it. I also know that you can do this. I can verify.
Can you describe this magic user that recently that you say is the wild card? Just really quick again.
Yes. Once, like I can make an area of extreme darkness. That hell, I know that's something I myself have, and I know we have a few others that can make clouded areas. The individual is a female, thin, very thin, um, probably 5'9", no, 5'8", roughly.
Okay.
Kind of some dark hair. Kind of wears flowy but not too flowy of robes. Sorry, I'm not sure how to describe that.
Flowing
Is it
robes
something
works.
like my robes?
Kind of, but they're stiff.
Okay. Maybe made from leather. So definitely not someone from wealth.
Would you say that they are pale or a healthy tan?
Pale.
Deanock will turn to Katya and be like, if this is another fucking vampire from that bastard, I swear to all the gods.
Well, how come
You're
we
not
haven't heard
swearing
about
to
this?
the gods.
I thought you didn't like the gods, Tinoch.
How did we manage to not hear about this individual before now?
As I said, she's very close to Alama, and for the most part, when it comes to public situations, she tries to remain unseen.
Hmm.
The only reason why we know about her is because, well, our scouts are very good. After all, they saw you.
So do you think that perhaps maybe Palama's not actually the one in charge, but this other woman is?
From what we can tell, she has never issued an order. It has always been Palama. Is it possible that there's some more shadow warfare going on there? But it's unlikely.
Well, we shall put in plans just in case this person is what I believe she is. If not, wonderful. She is, well then God fucking damn it.
One thing at a time. Right now, the prisoners are our main concern. Once they don't no longer have that for leverage, we can take care of other things. Of course, this is just a female Torben.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
But we'll deal with that when we get there. One thing at a time.
Okay, what was Harry saying?
He says, I very much am missing some context.
So Torben was an asshole who took over my island. He was a vampire, a undead servant of a wannabe god.
The Sleeping King.
Hold on. His religion is pretty high. Not when he rolls a 3. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait, no, that's not. I'm dumb. Oh, that actually changed a lot of things. Oh, well. Actually, no, it only changed one. And again, oh, well. He kind of goes, "Oh, I remember reading something about that during sermon school, but blanking on it now."
That much. I didn't remember anything about him when we first heard about him.
I was in school a little bit longer than you were.
What school?
Somewhere
Oh,
you should
no.
probably go at some point.
No. Hey, at least I'm smarter than that last slug, whoever he was. He couldn't even cast.
No, he couldn't cast, but
No,
There
he
was-
could cast one spell that I saw.
and yet that one spell very much hurt. After all, a paladin. Smite.
So I just had a weird idea.
Oh,
Don't know if it's a good one or not. So I just remembered I have a neat little spell called Conjure Celestial.
yes!
Okay.
And,
If
and
everything
one of
goes
the
to hell-
animals, and one of the things I can summon is a Pegasus.
Okay. If it all goes to hell, then do your thing.
I was half wondering. It's a minute cast time though, so I was half wondering if we should just summon a Pegasus, have it go, and just pick them up and fly away, and we just don't even mess with the manacles right now.
Could a Pegasus carry both of them?
And is it smart enough to understand what you're telling it to do?
And we can't cut the manacles.
Oh.
You could certainly try to, yes, you could.
Well, I mean, a Pegasus understands Common and Elvish. It just can't speak it, and I can speak both those languages.
Okay.
Or we could cut off their hands.
There it is.
And then somebody could cast Regrowth.
Hang on.
You're on an island with clerics, right?
Does a 17 hit? I'm punching you in the face.
Well, when he said cut off their hands, I was a little unsure, but as soon as he said we could just grow them back, it seems a little more doable now.
To be fair, out of everybody, he has had limbs regrown, so
Exactly.
Let's save that one for the absolute worst case scenario. No other option.
I mean, if there are ways we can get them to safety, at least just to buy us time, we can get the manacles off, no problem.
Maybe we could put them in a sphere of darkness.
The manacles?
I could put a sphere of darkness on them.
It would be very difficult. Well, it might be difficult for anybody else to be able to see in, but those of us who could see through that darkness might not have a problem.
Yeah, like we could tie them together and then move through the darkness that way.
Tying them together would take time, though.
I mean, if you're in a sphere of darkness, who's going to stop you?
Depends on how big the darkness is.
And I'm sure it doesn't move.
As a side note, that there may or may not be people with my old channel divinity that can just dispel that darkness.
Oof. Yeah, that's
Yeah, we're certainly not on an island full of clerics or anything.
Yeah, it's not like this is where I came from or anything.
I think our best bet is to smash and grab. And I mean that in almost a literal sense, in the sense of those of us that are causing a distraction cause the distraction.
Right.
Possibly the group of you, because I like this idea of you guys being the strike force that allows me to focus my efforts elsewhere, to retrieve the two individuals, Nadon and Gia, from probably the center stage. regardless of how you get them out, I feel like is neither here nor there. We can definitely try to keep things under wrap.
How big of a distraction would we need?
I am not sure why.
Valor just points to himself.
Oh, yeah, no, you showing up right in the middle of the crowd. Yeah,
That might be
Palama's
the
going to
biggest
be
distraction
on
of
you.
all.
Palama would be all over you like flies on shit.
But I feel like most people, or at the very least, Palama would not dedicate her entire defense group to apprehending you. She'd probably send, what, 2, maybe 3 guards at most?
That wouldn't be enough. But don't tell her that.
You underestimate the Divine Fang.
Oh, yeah, that might be a little more problematic.
They are a terrifying group of warriors when they are in combat. I think my group of individuals assaults the stage. Your group smashes in and grabs the individuals and gets out. Once you guys are out, we can have a signal of some kind. Anybody have an explosive?
Fireball? Is that a good enough explosion?
Sure. Throw it up in the air and then we will scatter. Unless you guys have a better idea, this might be the best way we can.
I like a good smash and grab. I crack my knuckles.
And it's just because those manacles are such a wild card. We can't dispel them simultaneously and get them broken in the same instant. Or have
so while your group is
in that moment.
Right. So while your group is that's why your group is going to be assaulting the stage to kind of keep everybody distracted while the rest of us work.
Mm-hmm.
Because as I mentioned, I can put up a dome of force to keep everybody out while we are inside working. Valinor should be able to dispel the magic on the manacles one at a time while Tim smashes them. And once they're both smashed, I can get them out of there quick. Straight to the Laputa, out of reach.
Okay. So then, how is Valinor going to get into the dome?
He doesn't have to.
I'm guessing dispel magic you need to see the item.
It's an invisible wall of force. You don't have to worry about not being able to see them.
Oops.
I just think it'd be funny to have an invisible wall there and nobody could get through it because they won't know it's there.
The original idea, just so you're aware, was for our group to have a lot more people, causing distractions and allowing for me to get on stage and picking the lock of the manacles. That was our plan. But if you guys are the strike force in this, we can actually use a lot less people and a lot less blood will be shed.
I mean, I don't actually plan on killing anybody if we don't need to.
Well, we can fix that.
We do not have as many casters or experienced casters as yourself. And our number of clerics are very limited and currently are being used as a med bay, I guess.
My only
I just had
concern
an idea.
in all of this is that once we get rid of the manacles, our VIPs, shall we call them, are vulnerable to abilities to instantly kill. I very much feel like Palama, being the, again, as Valinar says, bitch that she is, would endeavor to deny our ability to extract living.
Mm-hmm. I was hopeful that I could potentially kill her on stage myself, but it depends on situation. After all, I am pretty adept with a blade.
I'm going to dissuade you from that.
I said it was the plan, but if we're using you as the strike force, then I will focus my efforts in the crowd.
Just so you know, the rest of us are going to be as quiet and looks at Xenos hidden as we can be. And we'll be slipping out once we have a chance.
Of course, and I can help with that if need. I have some abilities myself that can you stay quiet. Although I feel like you guys have done a good job so far. Mostly.
Just wait until this one gets herself started, and I point my thumb at Asta.
Well, I can do things.
I saw some
There.
of your skills earlier.
So Valinar just thought of something else.
Oh?
He's gonna ask Haru, how difficult are the locks on those manacles?
I'm guessing since
Do you
they
have-
are,
no.
you know, artifacts, vary. But again,
Okay.
I have confidence in my ability to pick set lock.
Okay.
Do you think they'd be
Is
easier to
Val-
pick or smash?
For who? For me? Pick. For you?
Well,
Valinar
for
just
Tim Smash.
remembered he has the channel divinity of the knowledge domain, and he can just make himself proficient with lockpicks for 10 minutes.
What would that do for your dexterity? Or to your dexterity, though? Because lockpicks would use dexterity.
But that would just give me my proficiency modifier, wouldn't it? Changing it from a plus.
If you're so look, are you proficient in sleight of hand?
No.
So look at your sleight of hand score, and then
And
add
add
a
5.
proficiency bonus to it.
Yeah, so that make it a +8.
Okay. So you have a dexterity of 3. So you're looking at a +8 to the roll.
Yeah.
Versus Haru's.
You don't
Haru's
know.
probably +20. or something like that. It's just an idea since Haru's going to be a part of the distraction group.
Mm-hmm. But if you want him to pick the lock, if that's what you guys want him to do, is attempt to pick the lock, he could join you and pick the lock.
True.
And he's willing to do that.
And Tim could cause a distraction on stage instead.
True. Tim can do what he needs to do.
Mm-hmm. So first thing
Tim
would be to find a
could.
good. First thing would be to find a good opportunity to put up the dome. And once it's in place, I can Misty Step or Dimension Door and bring one other person right in.
How long does it take you to put up the dome?
One action. So 6 seconds,
Okay.
and it lasts
plan.
up to 10 minutes.
I think we have a plan then.
Yes.
That sounds good.
So, I have a little bit of recon that I want to do before I go to sleep yet tonight.
Mhm.
No, you cannot join me. I will meet you outside. I will meet you at the I'll meet you here actually in the morning. Call it a late breakfast, early brunch. Or around 9 a.m. Sound like a plan?
Sounds good to me.
We'll see you then.
And with
Good luck
that,
scouting.
kind of just gives you a nod and he pulls the mask back
Oh.
over his nose.
If the manacles are being picked, then we don't have to dispel them anymore.
Correct.
Perfect.
And he will walk to the window, look outside of it, and just turn around again and just be like, "It was good seeing you again, Bob." And he'll look out and he will just vanish.
Damn.
Window remaining closed. As that kind of
That's kind of badass.
you can once again see the tavern below you.
I guess I should be nice and once our job is complete on the stage, drop the wall of force after I've left so that Haru doesn't have to stay there and wait.
Or you could teleport him with you.
So
Up to him.
Let's
We'll
take,
figure that out in the morning.
I want to take like a 5-minute break. Is there anything anybody else wants to do before taking a long rest?
No.
Nobody's speaking up, so
Nope.
then we're gonna take a 5-minute break. When we return, we will jump into the morning. Okay?
Perfect.
So go ahead and take your guys' long rest right now. We're gonna take a very quick break, so that we can get up, stretch, use the bathroom, that kind of thing. And we'll be back in just
Stretch our waters and drink our legs.
And I can change around.
Yes, back to it. We have a very elaborate plan to enact in order to counteract the countermeasures taken by the church.
So just to double check, were we doing the dispel magic? Is that what we decided? I've already spaced out.
If we're picking the locks, we don't need to dispel any magic.
Is that what you
Yes.
guys want?
So
I believe that's what we actually agreed on.
Okay.
So Tim will be part of the distraction an assault group, while
he's going to be a distraction no matter where he is.
He's going to be a distraction, but it's easier to fit. It'll be easier to fit Haru and myself inside of the dome. So we'll be looking for an opportunity. I'll be looking for a good opportunity to put up the dome that will reduce, hopefully, prevent having any members of the church on the inside. So it's just around the prisoners, and then Haru and I will get to work. I'll get him in there. He'll pick the locks, and once they're both free, teleport either the three of us, me and the prisoners, or Haru as well, if that's his desire, straight to safety.
Sounds good.
And the rest of the group will, they'll figure something out.
No worries. As you guys come downstairs, Haru is at a table waiting for you. What was that? I'm sorry.
No, that's just
Background noise from them?
yeah.
Sounds like you're talking to yourself.
Neat.
Yeah.
Okay.
They keep on muting themselves, and then it's just like we hear ourselves.
No worries. So as you guys come downstairs, you guys would see Haro sitting at a table, waiting on you guys, eating, finishing eating, I guess I should say, a breakfast. He also appears to be the only other person inside the tavern at the moment.
Yeah.
Or at least downstairs.
Morning.
Good morning,
Morning.
mysterious stranger whom we've never met before. Wink. Do they serve good coffee at this tavern?
They do.
Oh, Tinder.
He's got Spawn in front of you.
Oh, I didn't even have to ask. I love it.
Your friend
That service.
Your friend has already paid a tab for the group of you. He said that you guys are old acquaintances, catching up.
Oh! Well, that was very kind of him. You can still have a gold coin as tip.
Thank you kindly. Says
Mhm.
kind of takes it and leaves, and later brings out a breakfast platter for everybody. And then your choice.
Plain old oats, right?
Yes, but it has specks of dirt and mud in it to give some protein.
Perfect.
No,
The best way to take oats.
This one is more like this place actually is serving like eggs, scrambled but egg.
Fantastic.
So, for the audience,
That's
that's
the
opinion
scrambled
on
egg.
something I recently posted.
Join the Discord and you'll see what we're talking about.
Yeah. Speaking of, let's get that link in there, shall we?
That's
It's
on
been a
you.
while since we did a link.
There should be a permanent link under our. Yeah, if you go underneath the picture, there should be a thing that says about. Then there's an area, and then there should be a Discord link there as well. But
Yeah, there's one in chat.
there is also one in chat, which is
For those of you who are neither myself or probably who else is watching? It's probably just the two of us because I can only see two.
Who knows?
I mean, I'm here.
Anyway.
Oh, I never actually clicked on the video.
Lols.
Ah.
I'm here.
So, you guys eat. Is there anything that you guys would like to do before taking off?
So, are you ready for that job today?
Oh, it's a big one.
Uh,
It's going to require a lot of focus.
Yeah, I just hope nobody drops the ball and gets a lot of people hurt.
We've done a lot of things, planning and then having to adapt because all plans go awry.
Hmm.
But we've overcome our fair share of trials, and I'm sure this will be kind of similar in nature.
This is true. So,
No worries, we're experienced.
what's the plan then? When do we leave? Now? Later?
When did they say the executions were taking place again? By noon?
Correct.
We should probably leave as early as possible.
We should leave with enough time that we're not obviously standing there as the first people, there to watch. But let
There's
the gr-
probably
let-
already people there.
yeah, let the crowd gather some before we show up. Get a really good look at things before we before we go too far. The more information we can gather on the setting, the easier the job will be.
Mm-hmm. Well then, I say we set out.
Okay, we have an hour to do this.
So,
or at least get to a good, clean,
Yeah.
not so plot twist kind of ending.
Oh, I'm not. I fully expect
Well, I mean, like
but hey.
we're on a roll, and then all of a sudden, Paloma steps up. Bam. Okay, well that's probably a good point to end it because shit just got hard.
So,
You guys managed to teleport back. You look behind you. Paloma has her hand on your arm.
Don't give him ideas. Oh
Remember,
my god!
teleport only works with the
As
people
you guys-
teleport
With the
above.
willing.
as you guys enter into the square that is where the execution is going to be held, you can see that there has already been a decent crowd that has gathered, and as you guys kind of anticipate, it's probably close to about I'd say at this point it's probably close to about 11 after eating and walking to this point. You can see that the square is iconically placed in an area that you can tell that they have done this before due to the blood stain on the concrete tiles. You can also see that there are risen, almost balustrade walls that kind of almost encompass the space that have been built in this area, both as a divide and as a means of making up trade routes. Valinar, you would remember and know that this area has, when it's not being used for a public execution stage, is often a very busy and bustling, like market trade center. As this is something that's located almost at the center or heart of the city. And as you guys kind of enter into the area, I would like you guys to pick a direction in which you would, one of the cardinal directions in which you would like to enter.
I imagine we were coming from the west.
I have no objection to that.
Sorry, I lied. I figured we were going to be coming from the east.
I still have no objection.
Because every image I've had in my head, we were like in a group off to the right. Like, you know, you got the execution stage, you know, front and center. The crowd is standing around, and you know, they're making their announcements up there on the stage, and we're off to like stage left, which would be the eastern side. Just how I've had it in my head.
The eastern side would be the right side.
Yes, our right, but stage left.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Gotcha. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Then I'm gonna move.
Assuming I have my stage directions right, because I was never actually in theater, and I don't actually know the difference between stage left and stage right. I'm just guessing.
As you guys
Stage left is the audience is right.
As you guys begin arriving, Haru will kind of be like, be careful. And he is going to pull, kind of like reach out and kind of pull some of the shadows of the walls and the people around you guys and kind of encompass you guys. He is going to cast Pass Without a Trace.
Can I make a quick note real quick?
Sure.
Before the day started, Valinar is not using... Valinar wanted to put a quick disguise on before he put in the disguise self.
Okay, yeah.
And just kind of make it look like his disguise self.
Yeah, go ahead and make that that roll. I believe that's does it tell you? I think it's a deception check with proficiency is what I think it is.
Could he get advantage if Katya helps him?
Yeah, since I know what it is to doll myself up.
Is Katya proficient in disguise kits?
No.
Katya, how good are you with normal makeup?
I mean, I imagine due to my high charisma that I would be very proficient with makeup. But disguising oneself,
I would say in order to aid, you would technically need proficiency in...
It would be much easier to put makeup on a feminine figure, though. I'm not exactly experience at putting it up on a man.
So, go ahead and make a deception check, Valnar, with proficiency bonus.
Oh boy. Okay. Deception.
I think you're proficient in the
So
disguise
plus-
kit, right?
Yeah, I spent time with it before, so
Gotcha. So that's
that'd
10.
be 10. Yeah. And then I am still using disguise self over it. It's mainly just to cover anyone that can see through the disguise.
Yeah, understood. Now,
Like, that's a funny looking guy. Meh.
now,
Hold up, sign says I'm not a guy.
now, as you guys enter into the town, the town square here, I would like everyone to either to roll your choice of a stealth check or a performance check with a plus 10 bonus as a means of blending into the crowd.
Plus 3 or
Performance it
negative
is.
1.
Plus 2 or minus 2. Oh no!
Hey! Nat 20
That's a nat 1.
for 23. I guess 33 with
Yeah,
Path Without a
burn.
Trace.
I'm not very good at blending with this crowd.
Burn it.
I'm
burn,
apparently-
burn an inspiration.
Burn.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Oops, wrong one. You have 2 now, not 3, because I am reusing that. I don't like that nat 1.
I'm gonna roll for
Okay.
Kadia, are you okay? Are you okay, Kadia?
The gods have spoken that apparently blending with a crowd is hard.
Do it one more time just to see.
With or without the reroll.
Oh, you don't re-roll. You're not re-rolling again. You just decide what. We want to make sure that your thing isn't glitched.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay, let's make sure it's not glitched. If I get another nat 1, then, oh, okay, yeah, it's not glitched.
You
I
just
just
had
suck.
shit luck.
All right, here is.
Okay, well,
Haro.
I had to stick with a nat 1.
That is.
Oh god, that's
I mean, it's still a 13, Katya.
Yeah, but I figure how hard could it be with a natural charisma to not know how to blend with a crowd?
Rug. So Haro rolled a 13. Jesus Christ. So that is 23 with the plus 10.
33.
Haro roll. 23 with the plus
Oh.
10. And then with
It's
his,
33.
then-
Oh, 23. Gotcha.
Fuck off. Let me do my math.
Sorry. Sorry!
Hey, we have Rona's math corner for a reason.
You need a roll for you and Asta too. You guys can either roll stealth or performance. I don't care which. But
I know what we're rolling.
I know. I do too. But so Haro 20
Performance.
13 plus 10
Actually-
23.
Oof.
With his bonus, he goes from a 23 to a 38.
Okay, Asta.
Asta got
Jesus.
41.
I got a 41. Very nice.
31.
Oh, that what?
yeah.
With,
With
with a plus 10.
Oh yeah,
top of
with
that.
plus 10, yeah.
I was gonna say with plus 10, it's a 41, isn't it?
Yeah, she's basically invisible.
Yep.
even Haru turns and just like, huh.
What?
Huh.
Haro is impressed. He did roll a little low, but well, I guess a 13 isn't too bad.
So real calls to real.
Mm-hmm. Game recognizes game.
Yeah.
And then 18 for Xenos. Perfect. Then, with that, I would also like everybody to make a perception check.
Oh, here we go. Perception.
boy.
That's my strong suit.
How's a 15?
Why do I always have trouble finding it?
Six.
There we
Oh, wait, I'm
go. 10.
gonna roll for Haro. 7 plus. Sorry, what's the perception? Okay, so that's a 7, so that's a 22.
I think it's funny how my passive perception is historically higher than my active perception rolls.
You just see better out of the corner of your eyes than you do when you're actually paying attention.
Xenos,
I
once
think
again,
it's
need
time for
perception from
Katya to
you
get
and
some
Austin.
glasses so I can raise that perception. Maybe that's the problem this whole time. She's actually nearsighted and nobody knows it.
Oh my god, that'd be such a funny thing.
Turns out she's just
Blind.
actually blind. But too vain to stop and put on some glasses.
Cool. Blind, did you hear me?
No, what did you say?
I need you to roll perception, please.
Okay.
That's been the problem this whole time. I just need glasses.
Oh, that tracks.
Oh, great.
Oh.
This is working out well.
He's
Or
vibrating.
one
sitting
of
there,
my
like-
good stats, too.
Yeah, he's sitting there vibrating like fight.
Yeah.
Bludgeon.
Okay, Asta.
Perception?
Yeah.
Let's see if she sees anything.
Currently, I might have the. Oh,
Yeah.
there we go. Asta sees better than me.
But I also love that Deanoch is the one that would get this as well. Asta may or may not remember, but I will tell Deanoch what he does remember as you guys approach, because of keen mind. You specifically would know, and Asta would too if she happens to remember, but if she doesn't, then fine. That as you guys enter into this square, you do feel confident in your ability to blend into the crowd and things like that, but you recognize a figure on the kind of like these 30-foot up kind of stone balustrades, where you can see other ranged guards, like they're posted probably about every 30 feet or so, that have like crossbows kind of point, like not like actively ready to fire, but like
But they're at the ready.
exactly, that surround this entire center or square. There is a rather large crowd taking up a lot of the space here, but you see, as you kind of walk in and kind of clock all of these other things, you see, unfortunately, a familiar face. One that you have dealt at least twice before. You see.
Tell me the name.
You see up on one of these kind of stone balustrades, kind of looking down, more sunken features, but you see the necromancer that you ran into
damn it.
Temple. If you guys remember, I believe her name, if you guys remember or not, but her name was Erin.
Aaron?
Erin.
Aaron.
E-R-Y-N.
That sounds like a necromancer I know.
And she is just looking down at the crowd and the people. And as you guys are beginning to enter into the town square, you see.
Oh,
and
fuck.
You guys see a lot of the. Did I roll? Oh yeah, Hara would have gotten this too. Hara would also kind of nudge you, Deanoch, as you see this individual and kind of be like, "There's our wild card," and
Fuck.
fade into the crowd as well. But you guys see as you begin to approach the center of this place has been set up with
Yep.
like a makeshift.
She's working with the Sleeping King, which means she's probably the one pulling the strings. God damn it.
Execution stage, where you see an executioner on stage, and around the perimeter, not up on but on the ground, you see 8 members of the Divine Guard of the Divine Fangs, and you see standing kind of at the front as well, a helmed warrior, kind of clad in like this kind of dark metal armor. Yeah. That Valinar would recognize as Palama's personal bodyguard. And you guys see marching in this moment, kind of marching up onto the stage, Shia and Nadon being led up onto the stage by Palama and beginning to take their positions. And at that point, I will move you onto the map. And you guys do have a little bit of flexibility in where you can go. If at any point you move into an area that I would say that you cannot be in, I will let you know.
Okay, let's zoom out. Let's see this place. Oh my god.
It is rather large, and I do apologize for stream, but it is a very large.
Oh, I already see what I can do right here. Okay, we're gonna say that I'm kind of like right here, taking stock of everything.
Yeah. And Tim is in the ethereal plane. I've marked him with a green dot, though. That way, you're able to move him into position and stuff like that.
I'm gonna have to
no
draw
one
this
is
out for you.
looking at him because he's up a little bit.
Okay.
No one is looking at him.
Nope. At the moment, nobody appears to be looking at Tim.
$10-foot by 10-foot panels. Okay.
He would have moved over.
I'm trying to keep, while not, not being stealthy. I'm just trying to keep out of sight of her.
You are unsure whether or not that she has taken notice to the.
Because I'm thinking this is high. They are on a raised platform, correct?
Yes, this is a high wall. It goes up about probably 40 feet, 30 or 40. And
so me being at the base of it, kind of my back literally against it.
Unless
she can't directly see me. Unless
she leans over the edge and looks down, she cannot see you.
Perfect.
There we go. Okay. I will draw you the shape. Just don't mind me.
They usually don't.
The question I have is are they on like a chopping block, or are they going for like a hangman type of deal?
10.
Worse. If you zoom in on the thing, and I will do this for chat
10.
because I can. There is actually right here in front of Nadon. Actually, there is a. Okay, first off, you're still on display, so
2, 3, 4.
hide that.
Okay.
Please and thank you.
I'll explain that shape in a minute.
No worries. There is a contraption that they actually lower over the individual's head, and then they twist a wheel that causes blades on the sides to kind of curve into the neck, slowly and severing the head, because it's only moved so far with each twist.
Why don't we have this?
Because we're not the bad guys?
So yeah, it looks extremely painful if you were to be placed within that device and have somebody crank it. Just close that right now and have a little bit more of the map.
Okay.
And just so that chat can see, there are archers all down and around.
Now, I do need to know one thing.
Sure.
While they are manacled, are their hands manacled behind their backs or in front of them?
They are in front of them.
Okay. Then I will have to adjust where that square goes. But yes, I think I have an idea already.
That is easy enough to do.
As a matter of fact, that makes drawing it much easier because now I could just draw a rectangle. Bloop, bloop. Oh yes, that looks much better.
Yeah.
All right. So I already see a good opportunity before they even get started, and this is the design Katya already has in mind.
I was gonna say, but I would also say that as you guys are taking up positioning, that there would be some conversation being said as you guys approach.
Okay.
Kind of as you guys are beginning to set up, you would actually you would hear Palama speak as she kind of calls out to the crowd, her voice being amplified magically by something. Today, we put to rest 2 insurgents of the ill-omened. They are condemned with treason, the highest order. They directly sought, harbored, coached, trained, and aided a fugitive, an individual who had committed grave sins against the church in our beautiful island. For that, their punishment is death by beheading. And you see the executioner kind of just open the wheel fully at this point. We will see justice done, and now that these two have been dealt with, we will double our efforts in finding the traitor. And she turns and gives a nod to the executioner, who lifts up this kind of large, heavy machine. And what is it you guys are kind of doing in this moment, if anything?
All right. This is where I put up my wall of force. Now, according to the spell, it can either be a hemispherical dome or sphere, or a flat surface made up of 10 by 10 foot panels. So, I was playing.
I'm actually going to do.
Let me just display it.
I have to remove, or I have to move the executioner. He would actually be here because I stated that he would be lifting up this device. As he's lifting it up. If you want to move the square back, I can do that. It's easy enough.
Will we be able to work with the manacles if we're coming at the prisoners from behind?
I will give you.
Yeah, but you can port in, turn them around, say we're with Valinar.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so
Or
did you
say
completely delete my square then?
No, I just hit it and I've moved it. Don't worry about it.
All right, so we're going to use that square and we're going to put it so the executioner is excluded. There are going to be 4 walls. Each of them is going to be 20 feet high, and there's going to be a 10 by 10 foot square on the top to completely enclose this space.
Suggestion. Put one underneath you guys.
But there's a wooden platform. Oh, I see.
You can also make.
Because I still have.
You can also make 10 by foot panels.
That is exactly what I'm doing. So each of those walls is going to be each of the walls around the prisoners is going to be 20 feet tall. So that's going to take up 8 of the panels.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, and then one on the top and one on the bottom. So I'm essentially enclosing them in this big 20 foot tall cube.
Yep.
Rectangle.
That'll keep Palama and the executioner and all those baddies out. Is the idea?
Okay. So, correct me if I'm wrong. How were you planning on... You're casting that spell first, right?
Yes.
How are you getting in?
Well, at this point, I was supposed to have... I was going to need Haru in order to in order to do it, and we were
Okay.
going to just dimension door right in.
That's my fault. For whatever reason, I was thinking Haro was supposed to was blitzing onto stage when you would cast the spell. So he would not.
No,
be
I mean,
no, he would not.
he
be
could blitz
positioned there. He would not be positioned there. He would be close
Okay.
to you.
Yeah, waiting for my.
He'd probably be
Yeah.
like there, and then like
Yeah,
as
waiting
you
for my
go.
signal.
Mm-hmm.
Because
So-
the wall of force itself is invisible, so nobody will know it's there until the executioner
Well, they'll
walks
feel
into
the
it.
magic of it.
Well,
Oh yeah,
actually,
probably.
As you kind of do, you call anything out as you cast this spell, or do you just cast the spell?
I just cast it out.
Okay, so you cast this spell out, and the executioner bumps into kind of this invisible barrier with this large kind of execution necklace, I guess this is what I'll call it, and looks confused in a moment. And in that moment, you do watch as
Okay, no wild magic.
oh, thank you.
That is the only downside. That can totally throw a wrench in our plans.
And you do watch as one of the clerics...
Hold on. Xenos, what are you doing?
You don't need to know that.
Well, don't be moving yet. Go back to where you were. Don't be moving yet. Because when the spell is cast, everybody's going to roll initiative, but there's something else I want to say before giving too much more here. One of the clerics that's standing on the ground, as soon as the spell kind of goes up, they turn and cast Dispel Magic, which has no effect. And realizing this, Palama will actually kind of shout out, she wouldn't know that you guys are here. So she would shout out that the Devos are here. Kill them all. And then we're gonna go ahead and roll initiative.
Remember, click your token, then
Yeah.
initiative.
Yeah.
Boop.
Hey, 16's not bad.
12.
14, that's not too bad.
16. And then 19.
Ouch.
Sorry, I'm going around and
Oops.
creating all of the others here. Ooh, I stopped waiting. 1, 2,
Are the red dotted ones the Devos?
7, yes. 8.
Huh. All of a sudden, a bunch of disguises come flying off. It's like, get them!
Technically, they just rush. They don't even bother taking things off. They just rush the
Oh.
stage.
Perfect.
Move Tim for a moment.
And here's hoping that our necromancer does not have disintegrate, because that would be very, very bad for us all.
It all depends on
Also, how knowledgeable she is of it.
Asta did roll. She just didn't.
I said her. I clicked on the token, so.
No worries.
Oh! I clicked on the token on the wrong screen.
So.
Lol.
You get a turn. You get a turn. You get a turn. And then we're gonna add 2 of you guys, and we're gonna just rename you. Create a name in here? No? Okay. We'll just actually I'm gonna delete these then. I'm gonna go
do, do. That one with the horns on their head, is that Palama's protector, or is that...
I think that's her bodyguard, her personal
Okay.
bodyguard.
Oh, there's a necromantress. I see her. Yeah, she was the one that we banished, and then she somehow was taken from there.
Uh-huh.
But I could have sworn we got a second chance with her and killed her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Oh.
didn't have my spell.
Yep, it's true. She does work for the Sleeping King. It's true.
Give me 1 second. I gotta grab a couple.
Which
more
means she's
characters.
definitely the one in charge here.
Where are you? Are you?
Well, so far the plan is going well. They have no way of getting in. So far. My first time getting to use this spell. It's exciting.
Yeah. This spell is nutty, in all honesty.
But it's also very situational.
Yeah, it's like, oh, don't worry, nothing can touch me. Perfect protection, unless they know, unless they happen to know disintegrate. That's the only thing that can destroy it. That or ending my concentration, which, if I'm on the inside, isn't going to happen.
Alright. That. Alright, sorry, I got a lot of initiatives to roll here. So.
The only thing that would make this spell even more potent is if I had subtle spell, because then I could cast it without any verbal components. Just be like, bloop.
Alright. Ooh, Haru, not great. Yeah.
Actually, that's fine. As long as he goes after me, he can do his thing sooner.
Okay. And then we're gonna do. Ooh, crap! We're gonna do the. These are gonna be the 2 divine things.
Finally gonna stick it to this bitch.
God, they're slow. Actually, I'm gonna. So they got that one, and you got. Oh, okay, well, also that, and then you two. Ooh, okay. Come on.
No.
Alrighty. Sending order. I have a big freaking turn order now.
Oh yeah. That's a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
And I know that we will have to end before we get too deep into combat. But I am gonna. I am doing the stupid again. I am going to have us take, at the very least, a round as we kind of dive into some combat here. Let's go ahead with.
This is about to get real crazy because there's a lot going on in this picture.
This a good one? Yeah, I think this will be a good one.
Ooh, are all the guys that are up on the wall? Are they part of the initiative too?
Technically, yes, they are separate. But I'm also going to roll for the other guys. So this over here, they rolled low. So here we're going to add.
I kind of like this jam.
We're going to add archers. And this is.
Where'd you get this Final Fantasy sound and music?
This is. Hold on.
Is this that one guy?
This is Kevin McLeod. Yes.
Nice.
So that brings us to the top of the initiative order. Asta, you are up first.
Asta will shoot the executioner.
Okay.
Wait, hold what? I thought we.
Our goal is to not have them executed.
Yeah, but our goal is also for our group who aren't going in to be unnoticed.
Well, let's do it stealthily?
That's a
Yeah, she's just gonna sharpshooter the executioner because that's what she would do.
Okay.
That does sound like a awesome thing. Plan? Psh, whatever.
Do that -5.
It hits.
Oh boy.
So 24 points damage.
That will kill the executioner.
Well, they don't have a professional guy who can execute them, so I guess mission succeeded?
Mission failed successfully.
Yeah.
And then she's going to also try and pick off whatever that guy looks like.
That individual would probably have some cover.
Sharpshooter.
I mean, well, here's the thing, though. I would argue that they have full cover.
Doesn't sharpshooter ignore cover?
Not full cover, because they have two other people who are fully armored in the way and a raised platform kind of in front of them. So I would say that individual, because he hasn't moved yet, has full cover. But I mean, she could move.
I'm there.
Yeah, you could hit from there. Also sharpshootering?
Yeah.
Okay.
25.
That'll hit.
$24 points of damage.
No, it's 22 points of damage. Oh wait.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because the Costless Slayer doesn't proc on the first hit.
Yeah, 22. Right.
Okay.
Strange, because the last shot didn't account for Colossus Slayer at all.
I don't know.
Hmm.
All right. End of Asta's turn?
Yep, end of Asta's turn.
Okay. The DeVos are
Just
going-
because she doesn't have bonus action hide.
The DeVos are going to
Yet.
rush as far as they can around the battlefield to do what they can.
I hope they don't mind dying, because that's probably part of the goal. Or part of the plan, at least. Probably not the goal. Don't mind me.
And let's be honest, taking out the executioner first is probably the best option.
The executioner has been
Nah.
executed?
Yes.
He's probably just some moob.
Well,
Poor
he's
guy.
the guy with the hand on the trigger.
Theoretically. I mean,
Theoretically.
the
The
poor
hand on
guy
the
is probably
crank.
like, you know,
I don't
underneath
think
his
the thing was on
underneath-
yet.
underneath his hood, he's probably just some old guy who was like, you know, couple days away from retirement. He's
I'm
like,
gonna make
these
one
are the
attack
last
roll for
guys.
them.
These are the last
that's
guys I
an
had to
actual one,
execute, and then
Let's roll some
And then
more.
he
I can retire.
That's a 2. That's very bad. Somebody roll me a.
I do it.
Hold on. I gotta see what the damage die is. A D8.
Date 5.
Okay. I'm going to say, just because of that, several of the DeVos die.
Ooh.
That one.
I killed one of our allies? I feel bad now.
And that one.
Yeah,
Perfect.
these guys are some of the Palama's main group, I think.
They're the elites.
Yeah, we're not meant to fight.
I mean, you certainly can try. Okay.
Ward.
That ends the DeVos. Tim is still in the ethereal plane, correct?
Yes.
Cool. The knight is going to go.
Is he a good knight or a bad knight?
You will find out. He's going to attack the individual in front of him. That's gonna hit. This Devo dies. He will then step forward and attack that one. Oh, nope, that's still gonna hit. And that one will die. It will then take another 5-foot step forward, seeing that Asta has revealed herself, will summon a bolt of fire in his hand and throw it at her.
That's my favorite spell.
Firebolt.
It's so versatile.
Nope, I lied. I misread the stat block. He does not throw fire.
Good.
He...
No flamethrowers for you.
He instead, though, will... I want to move him back 5 feet because he wouldn't have moved up there then. Because he would instead move there. I think it's 20 feet. And that will end his turn, bringing us to Xenos.
Okay, Xenos sees the knight do that, but as free action, he'll ask for, hey, do you want that guy on the other side for yourself, or do you want us to start killing him?
Talking about Palama.
Yeah, talking about Palama.
That guy?
I was calling that guy.
Oh, you're talking to me. Sorry, I was on a different part of the map. I didn't see who you were talking to.
No worries.
Yeah, do you want Mr. Bitch, or do you want, the rat, or can we help you with the Mr. Bitch?
Mr. Bitch. As of right now, Valor really only wants them out. If we can kill Palama, all the better. But he also isn't too keen to reveal himself right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
You're just another astonished member of the crowd, like, oh, what's going on? Oh no!
All of that would have been relayed through a mind link, by the way, not
Yeah, through
out
my
loud.
not out loud.
Mr. Bitch.
You know what? What's the range on this? 15 feet. Okay, I don't want to do that. Zeno saw that guy was killing people.
Yep.
So.
You also saw some of these other guys that are labeled bad kill people as well, just so that you're aware.
Yeah.
They're bad, they're killing people. We should kill them back. Because that's what
I'll
heroes
go-
do.
I'll go there.
Okay, hold on 1 second here for me, because I do need to... I'm actually placing a couple of tokens here, so... Okay, you move there.
Actually, what he'll do is he'll move there instead. Like, sort of diagonal with them. Yeah, there we go. He is going to... Why does that say only first level when that should be my max level cast?
I don't know.
Huh.
Dun dun dun.
Well, he is going to... Actually, he's gonna step there, and then he is going to Eldritch Kablam those two bad guys.
Eldritch Kablam, you say?
Yeah, I had to decide
Which one?
Is that?
I had to decide what to do because my first inclination is let's try and teleport over to Palama and kill Palama, but
I don't think it'll be that easy.
yeah, I'm going to Eldritch Blast that guy first.
The first green guy there?
Yeah.
Okay, the first individual there in green, go for it.
I was deciding between that and Witch Bolt.
Ooh.
Well, 11 will miss.
Yeah. And then second 16?
16 will also miss as they raise their shield and deflect the bolt of energy.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I get 3 tips. Oh! Natural 1, no!
Ooh, I get a roll severity. It's a
Not with
it's a 17. You just miss.
Okay.
Anything else?
He's going to bonus action, Misty Step.
To where? Did you? Yeah. Okay. To where?
There.
Okay. Just so
He's
that you
like-
know, these guys are on the ground, so you are above them by like 5 feet. Okay.
Okay. That's fine with me. That's very much fine with me.
Okay.
I have high ground.
You do.
Yeah. Whoopee.
Oh,
Going to be knocked out every single card there.
Good. Let me die.
Okay.
Well, he's causing a distraction. Okay.
That will bring us to Katya.
Okay. I'm going to 5 back, and I'm going to grab hold of Haru here.
Yep.
Okay, it's time to the door.
He grabs your hand and he's willingly going.
Yep. And we go.
Yep. You
I'm
put
gonna put myself over here behind Nadon.
Okay.
He can actually first. We'll swap places when he finishes with her.
No worries.
But upon our arrival, kind of look at Paloma, right through this visible barrier, and then I'll say to Nadon and Shia both, we're here to help. Valinar needs you.
Okay.
And upon arrival, there's the effect.
Cool. Alright.
I do believe that is all I need to do at this moment.
Okay. It is then the Divine Fangs. The clerics are going to take their action and cast a buff spell on the paladins.
Oh, right, and I didn't mark myself.
As all of the paladins' blades that have been drawn begin glowing in a bright, holy light. And then these paladins, so this paladin will use their reaction, to attack. Rolls. Ooh, that might just barely. Oh yeah, it does. And dies. Not within range. Not within range. This one's got one within range. Hits for sure. Dies.
We're losing allies really fast.
They're pretty much civilians.
Yeah, they're like a step up from civilians, but that's also part of the reason why they were like, yeah, you guys are gonna come do this. Absolutely, we're gonna not bring as many people and not as many important people.
Fair enough.
That's the clerics. That will bring us to Aaron. Aaron
is going to be the next Torben.
Valinar, what was your check again?
19.
19. Ah.
Well, you're talking about my spell save, right?
No. Your check, your stealth check.
Oh, sorry. Hang on.
No worries.
I don't remember what that was, so I would scroll up. Well, that's too far.
It's before initiatives. It was a 33.
All that.
Okay, thank you.
33 stealth with
yeah,
a nat 20.
I was looking for the one I made for my disguise earlier. Sorry.
No worries. The llama, or sorry, not the llama. Aaron going to take note of the situation. Know the distance here.
She's probably gonna at least recognize me, because we've come face to face before.
But were you a girl then, or were you a guy?
I don't recall that information. It was on the surface.
I think you were a guy.
Oh,
then.
yeah, I was a guy back then, yeah. So she will not recognize me. Because that was before I had come in contact with Scientia.
She is going to use her action to cast Chill Touch on Xenos. That's gonna hit. That's a natural 19.
Yeah, 19's the AC.
But that's without bonuses.
Yeah, I know. That's why like 19's the AC. So
At least it's not a crit.
Like it normally is.
on me, yeah.
That's 14 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And you're resistant to it, right?
Yeah.
So 7 points of necrotic damage, and you are unable to regain hit points until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
And then she is going to do the stupid, and you're gonna watch as she just jumps off or steps off of the balcony here. And as she begins to fall, she is going to cast Misty Step, and is going to teleport.
Oh, I see. It would have been easier to just Misty step down, but okay.
Technically, she would have had to deal with the diagonal, so this is why she was doing that. Plus, makes her look like a badass for a moment, and she will teleport there.
I'm a badass.
That's
Splat.
totally why I teleported directly onto the platform.
D-Knock.
D-Knock is not going to do anything at this moment.
Yep.
He's going to keep his eyes on Aaron and hold his reaction to counterspell.
Okay. You don't have to hold a reaction. You can just
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah, absolutely. You're preparing yourself to be able to do that. Understood.
This is the one I'm focusing on.
Understood.
But also, I'm trying to act like I'm a scared civilian.
Right.
Yeah. What's going on?
So he's going to kind of like move here.
Gotcha. Palama will bark orders. Basically.
Hold on.
Sorry.
I didn't finish.
I'm sorry. My apologies. I forgot about Tim for a moment.
Poof!
Popping. Yeah.
We'll come down here.
So
And unload.
Okay. Yeah.
How's a 20 sound?
20 will hit.
Does 26.
Force damage. Nice.
Hey, Preach!
Ooh.
It's Preaching Topper.
Hot damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. He takes the blow. You can tell it hurt, but he looks up now at Tim.
It looks like he took the full.
He
Oh
took,
dear.
It did.
Okay.
25 hit.
And 25 to hit
Ooh,
for
nice.
27 damage.
We'll get different Mario.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And then Tim will screech roar.
Oh, what's this effect again?
No, not nothing. Just
Just
this is just him.
flavor. Got it. Sorry.
Yeah,
No worries.
this is not Wind Howl yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And then
Oh no.
at the end of your turn, then.
Yes,
Okay.
now it is the end of my turn.
My apologies. Palama is going to be shouting orders, telling people to move and things like that, commanding citizens to leave the area. They will naturally filter out over time. I will move them as we go. I'm not going to waste time in the moment doing that. That is going to bring us to Valinar.
You mean Vale?
No.
Okay.
it's so difficult to do things when you can't use your concentration stuff.
Why not?
Valinar's not feeling suicidal right this second.
Not in a
That's
second.
why.
If things go to crap, yes.
Run
But the-
away.
But the plan was pretty much just for us to kind of try and remain semi-quiet almost.
Except for
Only
those of
really
us who are the key
activities.
players.
Yeah. So Valinar,
Or those of us that can teleport out.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I can teleport out, but I can also take people with me. We're just gonna kind of act like he's moving with the crowd, and essentially hold a what was it I was gonna hold? My brain isn't working.
Uh-oh.
Gonna hold a guiding bolt for if Palama kind of steps out like she's about to do something.
Okay.
I think she's still within range. Yeah.
Okay.
Steps out of range when she steps out.
That brings us to Haru, who is going to roll a lockpick check. You know what? Let's make Valinar roll it. Valinar, roll a d20.
Okay.
Wait.
18.
Okay.
Ooh.
It says 8, but
Eight
I'll
on the
accept it.
dice.
That's
18 plus numbers.
that is a 33. That is actually going to succeed. Actually,
All
right.
I should have put in things on these people. No, this one's picked. We're gonna just put.
Okay.
We're gonna put that on that one. So
And
she
if he-
is free.
Okay. And if he wants to go ahead and swap places with me, I will willingly move.
Okay, I mean, he can technically.
Yeah, so he could just-
He can reach Nadon from where they are. It's not a big deal for Smash.
Fair enough.
But then that will bring us to the archers. You were probably. Oops, that's not the one I wanted. You are probably. Yup. Yup. Yup.
Oops.
Ooh, yes. Yep.
How many are hitting him? Yes.
Well, I'm not rolling yet. I'm rolling to see how many can aim at him. That one would. I'm gonna say wouldn't. So those ones.
Ooh, yes.
Would.
He says.
Where's that? So. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That one say I missed? Yeah. Right? Oh, is that one? So 20. 20 of them are going to shoot at you. I am not going to roll 20 d20s. I am going to roll 1 d20, and if it hits, you take a lot of damage. If it doesn't hit, most of them miss. The rest of the archers, however, are going to shoot at Katya. However, due to Wall of Force, all of the arrows on that immediately miss and shatter against.
And the barrier. Yeah, the barrier does not take any damage.
So.
I love this barrier now.
Here comes.
I might use it more often.
Here comes my roll for Xenos.
Okay.
That's an 18 total.
That misses.
It does?
You lucky bastard.
As I said, I have a 19 AC.
Ooh, you lucky bastard.
That's very clutch.
That was going to hurt.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, for all intensive purposes, outside of Tim, Xenos is the front line.
Yeah.
Xenos is pretty much just standing there watching these arrows fly around him with arms wide open, like, come on, bring it.
It's like that
Honestly,
scene in
it's amazing.
where he's like, hit me.
It's amazing. Rip did not crit on you this
I
time.
rolled a 15 on the die.
That would have been so funny and so sad.
It would have. I wouldn't have rolled crit damage for that because there's too many individuals. I would have been here.
I know, but still.
So yeah. Totally.
Still.
The guards are going to definitely get at least a crit on him.
Mhm.
Okay. Sorry, I'm grabbing my other d8s and stuff. Real fast.
Okay, just to make sure, for each of these groups of two,
Mhm.
one is a paladin, one is a cleric.
Yep.
Correct? Okay.
They are going to start their turn.
Dun dun dun.
Question: is Tim immune to fear?
Checking.
Pretty
Charm,
sure.
exhaustion, frightened.
Yep. Okay. You watch as all of the paladins begin exuding an like an aura of fear. What? Okay. And I'm gonna roll a couple checks. Fail. Sex. So.
You say it's success or sex? Because I heard sex.
Whichever. So a couple.
Fair enough.
Succeed. We'll say that Yellow's group succeeds. But the rest of the individuals are afraid. This paladin is going to step up to Tim. Actually, can he get a flank? Yep.
He's gonna step up to Tim and be like, "Oh, wait a minute.
He's
You're bigger than I thought."
and he is going to strike at Tim. That's not a great roll. That's a 19 to hit.
Miss.
19 misses?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Tim has 20.
No problem then. Second
Dang.
Second swing.
Yeah, no. I'm putting everything into Tim. He is everything Denock has in his arsenal.
That one will hit. It is a 26 to hit.
What's the damage?
A lot. Hold on a second.
Divine Smite?
They have
Or their own version of Smite?
yes. I'm not making. These are characters that I created. I'm not giving them each like spell slots and stuff because that's just stuff that I have to track. They just deal extra damage basically.
Thankfully, Tim is not vulnerable
So that is
to holy damage.
So that's
I love it.
1.
Holy
2.
damage, Batman!
Um, 10, 15, 20. Oh wait, I gotta break this up.
Yeah,
So Tim,
not magical.
well, kind of, yeah. So Tim would take that's 10 points of slashing damage, which would be halved for him.
Yep.
And then he takes 11 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And that's the paladin's turn.
Again, he is not weak to holy damage,
Right.
which is amazing for an undead.
Correct. And then for his
That
bonus
actually
action,
makes me think of something that I'm going to talk to you later about.
for a bonus action, he is going to cast spiritual weapon and bonk Tim. Or try to anyway. Doesn't have advantage. That's a 2 on the die. It missed. That's
Fair
their
enough.
turn. This paladin will step up and swing. We'll just hit that commoner, and we'll kill him. And then so that was 5. 5. We'll move there. Paladin will move there. Make a swing. Hit. Dies. Step. Swing. Hit. Dead. Step. Swing. Dead. 5, 10. Move there. I just had a really dumb idea. I need to see something now. Huh. I'm gonna just forget about it for right now. Because that's well. Actually, I'm gonna say yellow would try, just because they're up there. Yellow is going to attempt to cast their spiritual weapon inside of your wall of force, which I believe works.
Well, as far as I know, the wall doesn't block magic from entering it. Just says nothing can physically pass through the wall.
Yeah, and since he can create it within, I think 60 feet of himself. So yeah, he's gonna create a thing right there, and he is going to. He's gonna hit. No, he's gonna hit you. You look like a spellcaster.
I'm not a spellcaster.
Also, you're not immune to
That's
fear.
that's
I need both you and Haru to make wisdom saving throws against a fear date.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay.
Haru rolled a natural 20.
15?
That's not too bad for you, though.
I know. But probably not good enough, if I have to guess.
Yeah, that's up to you on what you want to do.
Can you boost yourself on that?
I don't have Ben Luck anymore, so I don't think I can, no.
Oh, Ben Luck was a
15.
wild magic thing, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Short of a nat 20, I'm not going to try and re-roll that. So, 15 stands.
Okay. You just fail.
Of course.
So you are considered frightened. I will put a.
Well, frightened. Disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. And I can't willingly move closer to the source of my fear.
It doesn't do a whole lot. But the attack,
Not a whole lot until that thing tries to hit me. That spiritual weapon.
yeah, I don't remember. Do they get advantage on that now?
Because no, but I do believe disability on ability checks also includes concentration, doesn't it?
Does it say saving throws?
No. Oh, okay. Then no. Disability checks and attack rolls.
That's interesting. I figured it would be, but okay, yeah. Then no, you would be fine.
Okay.
Here comes the thing. Oh my!
So I'll be afraid, but I'm going to stay right where I'm at because there's not much I can do about
my
it.
second natural 20 of the night. Hit Katya.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Well, I mean, we'll see. It's only a D8 of damage. 2d8
Okay.
of damage, technically, because of the crit. Okay, that's pretty high. Spellcasting modifiers. So that's 18 points of force damage.
Ouch.
Yeah.
And now I have to concentration check.
Correct. DC 10.
Oh, thank you, God. I'll take that 18.
That 3 winked at you.
I was like, no, no, no.
Okay.
Because if I lose my concentration, this wall goes down. We're all fucked. I'm going to try and keep that up as much as I can.
Yeah. Okay.
I've technically got to last
And that
pretty much one more round.
is the end of the initiative order, and also where we are going to call it for the night.
Fine by me. We're doing it.
Tastier than I thought it would be.
Yeah. And just so that I am clear, I'm pretty sure Xenos, you're immune to fear, right? Or is that only?
I'm only immune to fear when I'm in my form of dread, but that was actually what I was going to do on my next turn.
Okay. Well,
So
can you very quickly then make a wisdom saving throw for me? Because technically you are within a paladin's aura.
yeah. Wisdom save. Where? Okay. 6.
Oh, no. So what happens if you cast it when you're already frightened? Do you just lose it? The fear, that is.
That's a good question.
We'll find out. Next time on D&D.
Don't do that. You make me want to. Now you made me sad.
Why? Why are you sad?
Because the guy who wrote Dragon Ball died.
Oh, right. He was the one that did that with the Dragon Ball Z. Yeah.
Well, and
Good point.
and because retro with Boris and them. Because that's when I hear that. Does that make sense? I hope
Sort of.
We have a home
Maybe?
game, and Retro always does the recap, and he always goes last time on D&D, and we haven't played in a while, and I want to play, and it makes me sad because I know it's going to be a while yet before we can play again. It's okay.
It's okay.
I'll
You'll
live.
make it through.
I will live. Thank you everyone for coming and checking this out. I had a blast. I had a lot of fun planning this encounter. We'll see what happens. I'm so excited.
I like what you did with the whole Haru thing because that was kind of a surprise. Oh, good. He's not going to kill us.
I have had that written in my notes since the first time I want to say that Valinar tried to contact Haro.
Oh my gosh.
At least, if not before that. I feel like I might have had him as this like agent, but then it was like, well, when you tried to contact him, I was like, well, actually, because of the island, so yeah, that would have been, I want to say at least since then, if not a little before that. But either way, a lot of fun. I took some approaches to some things and kind of changed things up, making it easier on me.
I.e. have everybody shoot at me.
That was fun. Yeah.
Well, let's see. The first mention of Haru
So thank you guys so much. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you guys next week.
was
Good night.
Night, y'all.
session 72.